Hey beautiful! I hope you're doing well, staying hydrated, and actually getting some sleep. Today, you, along with Zani, will discuss about some new details of Lupa and Cartethyia, two upcoming Wuthering Waves characters who are about to shake things up in version 2.4. But before we start, here's a quick disclaimer. Everything in this video is based on news and info from Hunter x Hunter, so take it with a grain of salt. Alright, first up Cartethyia. She's expected to be a 5-star arrow character who wields a sword and, get this, has 2 forms. Yes, you heard that right. Just like Zani, Cartethyia is built different. Now here's where things get spicy. Cartethyia is rumored to have an arrow erosion effect. For example, some of her arrow attacks will apply a stackable debuff on enemies, and while it lasts, it keeps dealing periodic arrow damage. Her Forte Circuit is where things get even more insane. Once she maxes out her Forte Circuit, she enters an explosive stage and switches skills, similar to Excalibur. And if you're going to ask about Excalibur, it's a reference to her weapon or something, but I'm not entirely sure. Now let's talk about her Resonance Liberation, because her Resonance Liberation transforms her into Big Cartethyia. She literally switches forms and gains completely new animations and abilities. Basically, she goes full final boss mode on enemies, and when her attack ends, she calculates the surrounding enemy's arrow erosion stacks and detonates them. Well, it sounds like an action movie, right? Now let's talk about team comps. Since Iacona is going to be an upcoming arrow support, there's a high chance that she'll work perfectly with Cartethyia, but hey, that's just my theory, so don't take it as gospel. So, what do you think about Cartethyia? Drop your thoughts in the comments because Zani is reading everything. Also, she's expected to release in Phase 1 of version 2.4, so start saving those astrite or not. Who am I kidding? We're all broke, but I want Queen Zani in every account, so keep saving. Alright, now let's talk about Lupa. She's expected to be the next 5-star fusion DPS, and while we don't have a confirmed weapon yet, early rumors suggested she'll use a rectifier. And honestly, another rectifier user. I swear, Kuro Games has a rectifier addiction. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if our next NPC is also a rectifier wielder. But again, take this with a grain of salt, it's just a rumor for now. Lupa's playstyle revolves around a health drain mechanic, meaning the lower her HP, the higher her damage. Sounds risky, but also kinda broken. Her personality is rumored to be similar to Asuka from Evangelion, so expect a fiery, aggressive queen. Now, let's get into her kit details. Her Forte Circuit is similar to Danjin, meaning she has a build-up and spend mechanic. Like Danjin builds Ruby Blossom stacks, spends them for strong attacks, and heals herself to stay in the fight. Lupa is expected to work in a similar way, but instead of healing, she will walk on low HP. Her Resonance Liberation is where things get wild. She gets a massive personal damage buff, plus fusion and basic attack amplification. In her outro skill, she buffs fusion damage by 20% and basic attack damage by 25%. And here's the best part. She can still deal damage even when she's off-field. Sounds kinda cracked, right? But wait, there's more. She also has a passive ability similar to Shorekeeper, meaning she can assist in absorbing damage when her teammates are on-field. So not only does she hit hard, but she's also looking out for her squad. We stan a DPS with built-in support mechanics. Now, let's talk about her team comps. This might finally be the perfect fusion team we've been waiting for. Lupa as DPS, Changli as sub-DPS, and Brant as support, finally. A team where every character actually synergizes well with each other. If this turns out to be real, fusion mains are about to eat good. And as for her release date, she's expected to release in Phase 2 of version 2.4. So yeah, start saving or start coping. That's all Zani has for now. And if you made it to the end of the video, congrats, you're an absolute legend.